Coming at you live from underneath the boot of a giant ape. It's the Dragon Ball Z podcast with your hosts, Devin and Drew.
Live.
We is.
One episode left.
And
of Super.
Of Super. I'm like no, what?
You bet this.
Yeah, I'm ready for it to end.
Damn.
Just like we were talking a little bit before the show, because we don't want to get too much into Super while we're trying to talk about Dragon Ball Z, but I haven't been happy with the last run of episodes.
Well,
it almost reminds me of the end of Dragon Ball, how they fucked that up too.
yeah, it would have been great if it ended after the tournament.
Like the way that the tournament's ending almost makes me wish that they just never did a tournament.
I mean,
or at least makes me wish they did it different. Like,
well, yeah, there's some things they could have done different.
Like, they're running out of time. Like, there was too many characters. They didn't have time to flesh out any of the characters. You have 12 universes, teams of 10. Like, it's too many fucking people. Should have been, like, teams of, like, 6.
Like,
and, like, 10
two
universes.
Two of them were exempt, weren't they?
I don't remember how many universes.
Because they had, like,
yeah, that's right. Not all of them So there's 12 universes total, right? Or 14 or 12,
I think.
And like 4 of them, I think, maybe were exempt.
I think 2 of them, because I think there's
2 of them,
10 episodes, 10 universes in the tournament.
Yeah. Or is there? I think there might be less. I think 10 was just the highest number. I don't fucking know. There's too many. There's way too many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And yeah, they're just completely. I don't want to spoil it for people there might be people waiting for dubs, or that might be waiting for a few years. But
yeah, there's like more characters in Super than all the other series combined.
Yeah, and they're just really. Yeah, they don't flesh them out at all. There was like characters like from Dragon Ball, like Bacterian and like Manwolf, that were more fleshed out than some of the Super characters.
Yeah.
Like, Jiren's a main character, and, like, we literally have no fucking idea who he is, like, his background or anything.
He's
and there's only
Batman.
one episode left. Yeah, pretty much. Batman and Superman combined with a shittier backstory. But that's besides the point. Have you heard about this this game they announced?
Legends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked kind of cool, and I'm not a phone game person. I don't really got time for that.
Yeah, I used to play the other one.
There was another one?
Dokkan Battle.
What is it? Is it like turn-based?
I don't know if I would say that. Kind of. It's very grindy. I don't have time for it.
Did you see that they created a new Saiyan just for the game?
They've done that for like a lot of the games.
I mean, Broly's brother.
Is that who Goku's fighting in the new movie?
Nah, he's fighting a Sam Squanch.
Sam Lasco?
He's gonna climb up the mountain, fight the Sam Squanch.
Cool.
I feel like there was some other. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much all the Dragon Ball news.
Yeah.
That teaser, they didn't really show anything in the teaser.
They just they had there's a video where it's like
that conference.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, I kind of just skimmed it though.
Yeah, they were talking about like the animation style and.
Yeah. But cool. Got any corrections?
I don't.
I looked up one thing. It wasn't really a correction, but I remember we wanted to clarify about how Goku was like so surprised about Vegeta's transformation. And I looked up in the subs, and King Kai did mention it. He didn't say Great Ape. He said that they turn into monsters, which, I don't know, kind of same thing. Still kind of ridiculous that Goku was so shocked.
Well, in the dub, he specifically said Great Ape.
Yeah.
Or I think he said Giant Ape.
Yeah, he did say Giant Ape in the dub. He could have also been shocked that he was there was no moon and he was still transferring. Or transforming.
I think he's just...
Yeah, we're giving him a lot of benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, this is Goku we're talking about. And there's even more about this in this episode.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get into it.
Dragon Ball Z, episode 32. This episode begins with Gohan and Krillin flying. Krillin says that they're almost to Kame House. I wonder how long they've been flying. I mean, this is Dragon Ball, so it's like either 5 minutes or 5 hours. Can't ever really tell.
Yeah, I stopped thinking about time things. It just hurts my head. But this scene drove me crazy. This entire dialogue between Krillin and Gohan. Like, Funimation really struggled to dub this. Like, it doesn't make sense. The conversation is really wordy. And there's like weird pauses where it doesn't. Yeah. Just bad.
Yeah.
The subs are much better. There's a lot less dialogue. It's like more dramatic pauses and just like Gohan's really brief with like what he says. He gets like right to the point.
Yeah.
With mostly everything. It's just like way cooler.
Also, when did Gohan learn to fly?
I
mean, at best, we saw him just jump really high. And
Piccolo must have taught him.
Last I remember, Piccolo like knocked him off a cliff and he couldn't get back up.
I think Piccolo must have taught him off screen.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Krillin stops as he notices a big ball of light in the sky from the direction that they came from. Krillin says that he doesn't remember seeing that before. Gohan asks if it's the moon. Krillin reminds him that Piccolo destroyed the moon. How did Krillin know that?
Exactly, just more Funimation. Dumb.
In the middle of their fight with Nappa, Gohan just randomly be like, "Oh yeah, Krillin, I forgot to tell you, Piccolo blew up the moon."
Yeah, it must have been while Yamcha was getting blown up. They probably him and Piccolo had a little sidebar conversation. But, hey, have you seen the moon lately? Oh yeah, I blew that thing up.
I guess that's one of the advantages of doing anime or animation is you can just chalk things up to, oh, it happened off screen.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, as you might have guessed in the subs, there's no mention of the moon.
Of course.
They do say, like, is it a star? And then they're like, nah, I don't think so. And then
it's the Makio star.
What's that?
I think it's the star that Garlic Jr. uses to turn everybody into zombies or something.
Ah, that's a deep pull.
Yeah.
But, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Then they get this like shocked look on their face that I was like trying to like make sense of it. Like, because obviously it doesn't make any sense in the dub because they're like, is that the moon? I don't know. And then it's just like their jaws drop for no reason.
Yeah.
And even in the subs reading it was kind of like hard to like figure out why they're doing that. And the only theory I could come up with is maybe that's the point where they sense Vegeta's power level, which would make sense when in the next scene.
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing they discuss when they come back.
Yeah, I don't know how Gohan knew about the moon either. Another one of those off-screen conversations we missed.
Yeah, we all know. Gohan goes to bed at 6 o'clock. He doesn't know what the moon looks like.
Piccolo was all, by the way, kid, when there's a full moon out, you turn into a giant fucking baboon and break everything, so I cut your tail off and blew the moon up.
I like how I think it's later in the episode we get those flashbacks, but we'll get to that, I guess, when we get to it.
Yeah. Krillin says that he has no idea what the giant ball of light is, but he has a bad feeling about it. Gohan realizes that the giant ball of light is from the same location where Goku is. Then this is where you were pointing out, then they both freak out as if they just realized what the giant ball of light actually is and that they're aware of what's happening. And it didn't make any sense.
Yeah. Is this the scene where, it's not until the next scene where Gohan's talking about going back there, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's in this scene.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's so funny when
Oh, actually, no, it's in the next scene.
Yeah, it's after they start talking about Vegeta's power level.
Mm-hmm.
All right, carry on.
Back at the scene of the fight, Goku is still confused and doesn't understand what is happening. Vegeta, meanwhile, has finished his transformation. Goku says, "He's totally changed. How am I supposed to fight a giant ape?" Quiz time. Does Goku A, have no attention span, B, have no memory, C, just not understand anything he's told, or D, all of the above?
Well, he did have a head injury at a very young age.
It's true.
That could explain literally everything.
This is true.
It's a CTE, dude.
But I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, you see, like, maybe it's just when they're infants. That's when they're most vulnerable for head injury.
I feel like that's with all species.
Well, I mean, that's how it should be, but I mean, how many times did Gohan hit his head when he was... Remember, he was like 4 years old and a dinosaur was knocking him unconscious.
Yeah, but he's not full Saiyan though.
Oh, so being part human saved him?
Yeah. Well, he was already wasn't ill-tempered.
Well, yeah.
He wasn't born like an angry monster like Goku was.
You would think, well, yeah, we had this discussion at the time. You would think that would have turned Gohan evil.
Oh, getting hit in the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That'd be funny.
It would have been more interesting.
Yeah.
What if in training, that would be awesome if Piccolo in training hit Gohan in the head and then that was how he turned evil and then he sided with Piccolo to defeat Goku.
Yeah.
If I was to make a fan fiction, that's what it would be about.
I think the Saiyans would have still shown up and killed everybody.
Not necessarily. Maybe Piccolo and Gohan would get on Kami's spaceship and escape the planet before it blew up. And then find the Dragon Balls on Namek and take over the planet.
I don't think anybody but Popo knew about that spaceship. I think he was keeping it for himself.
Even Kami didn't know?
I mean, Kami doesn't even know who he is.
That's true.
He's old. He probably forgot about it.
He's senile.
Yeah. Popo was waiting for the day when somebody was going to blow up the Earth and he was going to take that spaceship and haul ass.
Yeah. What planet's Popo from? Because he's an alien, isn't he?
No, he's essentially like a genie. I think he's from Earth. Or maybe at best another dimension. I'm pretty sure he's always been like the caretaker of the lookout.
Gotcha.
Unless there was someone before him, I don't know. They don't really go into the backstory of Popo.
That's what we needed, a Popo origin story movie. We don't need another Saiyan movie.
Yeah. Unless his backstory is really boring.
Well, you don't make it boring.
Well,
I want Popo to be like Mr. T.
maybe he's immortal. And he's just, he's always been there. What about Mr. T?
I want Popo to be Mr. T.
Why?
Just
a bouncer?
Kill. Just Mr. T from A-Team. I forget what his name was. B.A. something.
Baracus?
Yeah, Brockus.
Mr. T wrestled at WrestleMania 1, dude.
WrestleMania.
He was Hulk Hogan's tag team partner, brother.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
I didn't even know Mr. T wrestled.
He was just kind of they used him for his name. He was terrible.
He wasn't terrible in Rocky 5 or whatever Rocky Mr. T was in. What was he in, 3? 3 or 5?
I think he was 3. He was a boxer, though, not a wrestler.
True.
Hulk Hogan was in Rocky
5.
Was it
The worst one.
What was his name? Thunder Lips?
I don't remember, but it was definitely the worst one.
Anyway, we cut back to Krillin and Gohan. Krillin says there's something really big happening. Pun intended. Gohan says that the energy they feel isn't coming from Goku. Krillin agrees. Gohan is concerned, but Krillin reminds him that his dad is Goku and he has everything under control. Gohan does not agree.
I love this line from Gohan. He's just like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Just like so honest.
Yeah. Gohan decides that he has to go back. Krillin tries to stop him, telling him that there isn't shit he can do anyway. But Gohan insists that Goku needs his help and that he'll lose without him.
Normally I'm not one for like all these like side characters like being distractions on the side of the battlefield, but I do like that Gohan decided to turn around and man up and help his dad.
Well, yeah, as we... Well,
I feel like,
actually, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, up until this point, I feel like every time Goku said he was going to, or every time Gohan said he was going to do something, like, step in and help, like, you never really believe him.
Yeah.
But now, this is like the first time it's like, he might actually do something important. Yeah, I just got that feeling.
As we find out, Gohan, he was right here all along. As we'll see, like in the coming episodes, it was the right choice to go back.
Oh, for sure.
But imagine if Krillin talked him out of it.
Man.
Goku would be dead and Vegeta would blow up the Earth and...
Nah. Yajirobe still would have saved the planet.
Whoa.
Spoiler alert. Yajirobe saves the planet. You heard right.
Krillin asks Gohan what he thinks he can do. Gohan doesn't know. So, Gohan flies back to help his dad, dragging Krillin along with him. Back at the fight, Giant Ape Vegeta says goodbye, Kakarot, as he smashes everything in an attempt to squash Goku. Goku bounces away and tries to hide. Giant Ape Vegeta says, "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell craft dinner."
Vegeta does, he gets in some more extra details that we don't get in the dub. I guess grade 8 form is 10 times Saiyan power. If you're into that sort of maths and stuffs.
Yeah. Oh, is that all?
Yep.
Okay. Good to know. More of the same. Goku runs and jumps. Vegeta chases. Goku says that Vegeta's new form seems familiar to him. Vegeta says, "If you had known what you were capable of, you would have never let them take your tail. But now it is I who will show you the true Saiyan might." This kind of sucks because now I want to see Giant Ape Vegeta fight Giant Ape Goku.
Yeah, how have they never done that?
That would have been
ridiculous.
Pretty epic.
It's too hard to animate two apes on the same screen.
I guess.
They need to bring back great apes in this new Saiyan movie.
No, it has a tail.
They should wish him back with the Dragon Balls, dude.
They
can
could
do anything with those.
It's true.
That would be an awesome wish. I wish that all the Saiyans would grow their tails back. We miss them.
5 of them. Well, I guess there's 6.
There's too many Saiyans. Did Pan have a tail?
Nope. Well, not that we have. No, even as like
maybe
like
she
an
got
infant,
circumcised.
Yeah, because Goten and Trunks don't have one either.
That's true. Maybe like once you get to like the 1/4 generation, it's like out of the DNA completely.
Yeah, because I don't think Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. had one either.
Saiyan tails are a recessive gene, dude.
I guess.
It's biology, brother.
Well, Gohan had one.
Yep.
And I imagine Trunks had one too.
He had a 50-50 chance of having one. According to, what's that chart called? I forget it. It's been a really long time since biology class.
Which chart?
With like it's like 4 things, and then you have your dominant gene and
the Bristol stool chart.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. The Bristol stool chart. Let's see. Trunks' tail is like a 4, while Vegeta's tail is like a 6.
Wow.
Here it is. It's the Punnett square. That's what I was thinking of.
Very different.
Yeah. It's not important at all, but it was bothering me that I couldn't think of it.
I know Gohan turns into an ape here in like an episode or 2. Is this...
What? Gohan?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
But I don't... Yeah, it must be... I'm pretty sure it's after Yajirobe cuts... Spoiler, Vegeta's tailed off.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Because Goku makes him look at the light. And just kind of...
Does he?
Yeah.
I think you're making things up.
No, it's in like maybe the next episode. At most 2 episodes from now, but I think it's the next episode.
Alright, I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay, you'll see it. Suddenly, Goku has an epiphany. He thinks back to when he was a little boy, and Grandpa Gohan told him that on a full moon, a giant monster ape comes out and does terrible things. And also when Kami says that even if they take Goku's tail, one day he will know the truth.
Grandpa Gohan was talking about Sam Squanch.
Probably. Is there a Bigfoot in the Dragon Ball universe?
If you look hard enough.
He's that blurry thing in the background.
Yeah. Sure.
Who was it?
Hercule probably extincted that guy.
Extincted?
That Bigfoot. Either him or King Yemma.
Who was it? Mitch Hedberg's joke that something about it's not the cameras, Bigfoot, it's actually blurry.
I vaguely remember that joke.
Yeah. Goku says, I think I'm finally starting to understand. The giant monster my grandpa warned me about. It was me. I was half expecting Goku to say something completely different and completely wrong here.
I think I was just like flipping through the manga, and I think I saw like Goku say something like, He like says, "You killed my grandpa," to Vegeta.
That's what I actually wrote here. Like Goku's like, I'm finally starting to understand. Vegeta killed my grandpa.
Yeah. That's how they actually have it written in the manga. I don't know if that's accurate to the Japanese, the original text, but that's what it says in the English version. Which that's hilarious. I wish they fucking kept that.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting Goku to say. And then this next part, I hate to laugh at this, but I kind of did. Goku says, "I get it now. I'm the one who destroyed the stadium at the martial arts tournament, and I'm the one who crushed my grandpa."
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool that he actually acknowledges. He's like, "Why the hell didn't Master Roshi or like my grandpa or any of these people tell me about this? Like, this is ridiculous."
Yeah, Goku wonders what I've always wondered, and we actually talked about this many episodes back.
I mean, we've talked about it a few times, I think.
Why the fuck did no one tell him about this?
It was just like this like huge bit of information that I guess they didn't think he'd be able to take it. Like
they had no reason not to tell him. I mean, they didn't have to tell him that part.
They didn't have to tell him when he was a child, but I mean, he's been an adult for quite some time now, and he fucking met up with his grandpa in Otherworld. Like, I think he's over it.
Yeah.
It's okay to tell him that
even if they didn't
me, bro.
Tell him that part, I mean, as he does here, I guess he could have just figured it out on his own. But I mean, they could have told him about, like, hey, don't go out in the full moon or you turn into a monster.
True.
Maybe he wouldn't believe him.
Maybe, but anyway, I'm glad that he acknowledged it.
Yeah, it was nice.
In the dub, at least. He hasn't acknowledged it in the subs.
Yeah, they had no reason to tell him. Would have saved a bunch of trouble, too. Like right now, right now, for instance. Do you think, like, Puar and Oolong can, like, shapeshift and all? Do you think they could turn into, like, a sort of a... Not a moon. I was going to say, like, a...
Could they turn into a great ape?
Yeah. Because, like, who was it? Was it Puar that turned into, like, the little Goku?
Did he?
One of them did. I mean, it was like a very crude version, because...
I vaguely remember. But... I'm sure they could. I don't know if they can get that big. How big was the monster that Oolong used to turn into?
Wasn't it just like a giant pig or something?
Yeah, something like that. But it wasn't nearly as big as a great ape.
No.
And even if they could get that big, they would still be just as weak as they always are.
Well, yeah, but, I just want to see him do it.
Yeah. Yeah, Oolong's only strong enough to carry little girls back to his cave.
Oh, boy. Dragon Ball is going to be a mess.
What do you mean?
When we cover it.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
But that's a long ways away.
Yeah.
Goku continues to bounce around as Vegeta swats at him. And I was picturing this as like a video game. Did you ever play Mario Paint?
Nope.
Oh, do you know anything about Mario Paint?
I do not.
Oh, well, there's like this one like kind of mini game on it. This is going to sound really dumb, but I can assure you that it wasn't. You were like a fly swatter, and you had to like swat all the flies on the screen. I think they were flies. They might have been mosquitoes.
Okay.
It was it wasn't very easy. It was more fun than it sounds. You could look it up on YouTube. It's probably lots
I Google image searched Mario Paint, and there's a crude drawing of Mario on paint, and it says, "I'm fucking Mario." Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find the mosquito killing game. I think it was mosquitoes. I'm not sure.
So what does this have to do with
Oh,
Goku?
but I was just picturing like that game, but like it's like giant Ape Vegeta's hand, and like there's a tiny little Goku bouncing around the screen, and you gotta swat him.
No, it's a reference that everybody would have got, dude. It's whack-a-mole, brother.
Or that. But who the fuck plays whack-a-mole?
Everybody? Who hasn't played whack-a-mole?
Well, I know that, but
No, it was even better than whack-a-mole. Remember the arcade game with like, it was like whack-a-mole, but with alligators?
I do.
That was an amazing game. Do they still have that?
I'm sure somewhere.
How many kids do you think have like broken their hands playing that game? Because from what I remember, you're just supposed to smash the alligators with your hands. Just ball up a fist and just smash them.
I'd like to see the numbers.
I feel like that game was invented in Florida.
Wouldn't surprise me. Remember the board game where you had to take the alligator's teeth out?
Ooh, I do remember that. Was it a board game?
More or less. I mean, essentially. I don't think there was like an actual board. I don't think he moved around spaces. I think he just took turns pulling his teeth.
I think that came out right around the same time as Mr. Bucket.
Yeah, same era. Oh god, I know what song I'm using in the intro to this episode.
No, Mr. Bucket. You can't do that.
Oh. Would you rather I use Borat?
It's tough. That's a tough call. I'll let you decide.
Alright, I'll surprise you. Okay, enough about board games. Meanwhile, behind the rocks, we see none other than Yajirobe. Still waiting for that tag, brother. In his
Getting
bed.
antsy.
What?
He's getting antsy.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Sharpening the knife.
In his best Corporal Alexi impression, Yajirobe says, "What's going on here?" Pretty self-explanatory, Yajirobe. Did you get my reference there?
Is it the drop from your mom's house?
No. What drop?
What's going on here?
Oh, yeah. No, that's not it. Yeah.
No, I didn't get your drop.
It's okay. I'm not going to tell you. I'll just see if anybody gets it.
Yeah, this part with Yajirobe is completely different in the... Like, Funimation just pretty much spoils what's going to happen. Like, they have Yajirobe talking about, oh, maybe he'll get behind him, but now is not the time, or something like that. I don't remember.
Well, the subs, they saved that for the title of the episode, dude.
Yeah. Or that's it. I mean, they do that in the dubs, too.
Yeah, they kind of do.
But, yeah, in the subs, all Yajirobe's like, he's just trying to make sense of what's happening. He's just like, he's like, that giant ape has the same clothes as Vegeta did, dude. Wearing the same outfit, brothers. Crazy coincidence.
That's a very Goku moment.
Yeah.
We also see that Yajirobe has begun to plan his attack. Goku, meanwhile, is still jumping around trying to avoid Vegeta. Goku says there's only one way to stop him. The power of the Spirit Bamaru.
Goku words this much more eloquently in the subs. And by eloquently, I mean like kind of gross and weird.
Oh?
In the subs, he says, or actually, this might be right before. No, yeah, this is when he says it, I'm pretty sure. He says, I'm going to feed you your fill of me and the Earth's Genki Dama.
Genki Dama. Yeah, it's a spirit bomb.
But yeah, I'm going to feed you your fill of me.
Is that the...
Okay.
Oh, no, it's in mine. I was going to say, is that the drop you want, or...
No,
it wouldn't make sense to do that, because it's not in...
That's not going to be the subverse dub.
No, I was going to say, like, for a soundbite, but that would be...
What would the soundbite be?
I was going to... Well, whatever Goku's line there, but it wouldn't make sense because it would be in Japanese.
Yeah, no, that's not the drop. You'll know when the drop's coming.
All right. Up on King Kai's planet, King Kai is watching the fight via a bubble. This seems new.
King Kai?
Yeah.
I didn't notice. Doesn't he always have that bubble?
I thought he always just watched in his head.
No, I think he is. I don't know. Kais are weird.
Yeah. King Kai repeats what Goku just said, that he needs to use the Spirit Bamaru. Goku begins to gather energy for his Spirit Bamaru. He also seems to have forgotten about the 50-foot ape that's trying to kill him. Vegeta kicks him, and you'd think a kick from a giant Saiyan ape would do a little more damage than this.
Especially to the guy who barely had any energy last episode. Could barely stand up, and Drew pat him on the back, and he almost died.
Yeah. Vegeta takes to the air. Well, he just jumps. Can they fly in this form?
Can you?
I'm gonna say
I don't
no.
know.
Probably
I've never
too
seen
much energy.
Yeah.
That'd be something though. Especially if it was like a group of Saiyans all transformed and they're all flying. That'd be terrifying.
Yeah. That'd be weird.
Hey, you think, are Saiyans all the same size when they turn into apes?
I'd say it's probably proportional.
So, if Nappa turned into an ape, he would be twice the size of Vegeta?
Exactly.
Huh. I don't think so. Because I think when
he'd
Gohan...
still be bald too.
Well, I think when Goku turned into an ape, he was about the same size as Vegeta is here.
Yeah, but they're not standing next to each other, so you can't really tell.
Oh, whatever.
I got my I feel I know they definitely make Vegeta taller later in the series, right?
Yeah, they do.
But they don't make him. Is he the same size as Goku's?
No, they don't make him as tall as Goku.
Okay, yeah, because I just got a Goku figure in the mail, in that same series as the Vegeta one we got, and he is a couple inches tall, or in what's in scale? He's a few inches taller.
Yeah. Vegeta jumps in the air in what I can only imagine is an attempt to land on Goku. Goku somehow uses the Kaioken attack to just narrowly escape, but Vegeta manages to land a hit with his tail. Vegeta again takes to the air and kicks Goku again. We are then suddenly interrupted by Kame House.
Boo.
Did Gareth Edwards direct this episode?
I don't know who that is.
He directed the Godzilla movie, and I think he did Rogue One.
That was the new Godzilla movie
from 2014.
I still haven't seen the whole thing.
Well, there's a lot of things you haven't seen, so.
I did start watching. I watched 3/4 of it.
Ooh.
But I don't understand why.
Because, Vegeta kicks Goku, and, it looks like he's about to start beating him up and everything, but then it just cuts away, as soon as it starts to get good.
Okay.
And he kind of did that. That was, one of the main complaints of the Godzilla movie is every time something was about to happen, it would just cut to something else. As soon as the monsters were about to fight.
It would cut the Baba.
Yeah.
Moaning.
Is that the drop you want?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, you should drop that in.
We can't have too many of those.
You can drop that one in.
I don't know if I want to.
Too late. It's done.
Baba says, "This is bad." Roshi asks if she's talking about Goku. She is, but she says that the image in her crystal ball isn't clear. Last we saw, that stupid thing had no image and was on the verge of exploding.
Hold on, let me interrupt you for a sec. This when when Baba says things like it's not clear, it makes me think of, have you ever seen that Cheech and Chong movie, the Corsican Brothers?
I don't know.
It's the only Cheech and Chong movie ever made where they don't smoke weed. And I think it's the only Cheech and Chong movie that's rated PG, although it wouldn't be rated PG today.
Name of it sounds familiar.
But there's a scene in the beginning with a fortune teller, and the characters are getting their fortune told, and then she's like, "It's not clear. I need more money. I need more money." And then they like give her like $20, and then she's like, "It's coming. It's coming. I need more money." And then Cheech says, "Give her more money. It'll make her come quicker." But that's what I think of when Baba is trying to predict fortunes. Or trying to read her crystal ball.
That's not something I would want to think of.
It's coming. It's coming.
There's just too many references here going on with Baba that I don't like.
Yeah. When did they get rid of Baba?
And they don't.
When do they use her way less frequently, though?
After this
I don't
saga?
think is she even in the Namek saga?
No, because most of the saga takes place on Namek.
Yeah.
She comes back later in the Boo saga.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I've had enough of her.
Yeah. Also, she finally found a working link. Well, not really working. I guess it's buffering.
It's buff. Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Bruce buffering.
Boo.
Everyone then gathers around the crystal ball. They see Goku laying helpless on the ground. Roshi wonders what could have happened to him. Then they see Vegeta. Roshi wonders how he could have transformed without the moon. Then some stuff happens. And then they see Yajirobe. Bulma gets mad at Yajirobe because he's not helping Goku, so she kicks the crystal ball. At this point, I don't really blame her, though. I would have tossed that stupid thing in the ocean a long time ago.
Yep.
Along with Bob.
Stupid witch. Get out of here. Go back to Otherworld.
I think she lives in purgatory.
Just burn her at the stake.
I don't know if it would work. Isn't she immortal?
Let's find out.
We cut back to Gohan and Krillin, who are flying as fast as they can to get back to Goku. Krillin notes that Gohan is becoming more like his dad every day. Speaking of, we go back to the fight. Vegeta is smacking Goku around like a toy. Goku says he needs at least 10 more seconds to concentrate. Seems very specific and very short. Every other time in this series, a spirit bomb takes like 2 hours.
That's because, I have a feeling this spirit bomb that he conjured up, it probably would have been pretty weak.
I mean, by spirit bomb standards, I guess, yeah.
Like, they're in the middle of the desert, there's not much life out there to begin with.
But he collects life from the whole planet.
Yeah, but usually when he does it, it's like he's got Hercule helping him out.
He does that even when he's not on Earth. He can collect stuff from, like, all over the universe.
Yeah, but it helps when people are putting up their hands.
I mean...
And when all his friends aren't weak as fuck.
I guess.
And dead.
Yeah, and dead.
Weak and dead.
Can he get energy from Otherworld?
I doubt it.
Huh.
Does King Kai ever put out his hands? Bubbles might.
I was going to say, Bubbles probably does.
It's probably unintentional, though. He just likes to put his hands up in the air.
Well, yeah. He does that a lot. We need that Bubbles backstory, dude.
Yep, it's coming.
The original Saiyan.
Callback.
Vegeta flies towards Goku for an attack, but Goku, taking inspiration from the giant ball of light in the sky, uses Tien's solar flare to blind Vegeta. Some nice animation here, if nothing else.
What, the solar flare?
Yeah, just this whole scene.
I love the solar flare, man. That's like one of my favorite techniques.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's like a cool one that they every once in a while they'll like bring it back, and it's like always like when they're like really like stumped with an enemy, like it's like this enemy can block anything. And it's like, oh yeah, let's try this one. And then they solar flare him, and it always works. It never doesn't work.
Yeah.
I even think like I could be misremembering, but does Hit get solar flared at one point? I think he might.
Yeah, I think he might.
But yeah, it's a cool technique. That
Not many people use it in Dragon Ball Z. I know Krillin uses it once and Cell uses it.
Cell uses it?
Mm-hmm.
Vaguely remember. I don't know. But yeah.
Because I think he has part T.
Pretty sure I think Gohan has used it.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Respect to Tien.
Making squares out of triangles.
Flashbang with his face.
Goku then flies away as fast as he can. He appears to be using Kaioken here as well. He didn't announce it, but
I think he pretty much has to just to move now.
yeah, he was all glowing red and everything.
Yeah.
Goku lands and once again begins to take in energy to charge his spirit Bamaru. Goku says, "The rivers, the trees, the wind, all the living things in nature, please offer me your energy. I ask of you, please." The wind? Wind isn't really a thing.
What do you mean it's not a thing?
It's not like a living thing or a thing that would process energy.
I mean,
I suppose it could carry energy, maybe.
yeah.
Maybe if Goku had said clouds.
Maybe the spirit bomb works like a windmill, dude.
Maybe it's like,
It's energy efficient.
what's that Marky Mark movie? With the trees?
Marky Mark movie. What is that movie?
The
I don't know what this
Happening.
has to do with anything. The Happening.
I just know at some point one of the big debates about that movie is like how there's like the plants are like using wind, but it doesn't make any sense because plants don't make wind.
Yeah, but the wind's filled with plant cum, dude. That's what we call pollen, brother.
But that doesn't. Never mind. Or maybe Goku should have said water. Water's a thing, and there's lots of it.
Water is a thing.
Right. But, wind is not like, what's the word? Quantifiable. I don't know if that's the
No.
word I'm looking for. But
Either way, this is all Funimationism, and Goku doesn't say anything. this whole
of course he doesn't.
scene.
Vegeta, meanwhile, is still blind and cursing Kakarot. Goku says he has to take his time and relax, or the spirit Bamaru won't form right. We then see Yajirobe again. Is it just me, or does he look fatter in this episode?
Yeah, he might have been sneaking some sensu beans behind the rock.
I don't know if it was
Storing-
just how they drew him, or maybe he had more detail, but
Storing that energy, dude. Getting ready for that tag. Cultivating mass.
Yajirobe says that Goku isn't ready to tag out yet. And, what do you know? Goku is collecting energy from the water. Goku should listen to me more often.
It's the water champ.
He's the water champ. No, it's that fish guy that he fights in Otherworld who basically can...
Pycon?
No, not Pycon. Pycon's not a fish.
He's got a fish face.
He's like an actual fish, and he can like manifest water whenever he want.
Like Aquaman.
No, he's not. Goku says, "This is it. This is my chance. Now, while he's still recovering, I only have one shot at this. I have to make it count." Vegeta is beginning to get his vision back now. Vegeta begins to search for Goku. He says he can feel his power. He then spots Goku in the distance. And it's done. Goku has collected enough energy, and the Spirit Bamadu is now complete. Goku says,
"Denied." I love it.
Goku says, if this won't stop him, nothing will. Goku goes to fire the Spirit Bamadu at Vegeta, but before he can, Vegeta hits him with a frickin' mouth laser.
This is the best like denial of an attack since Yamcha was fighting that mummy in Dragon Ball. And he tried to do his Wolfang fix, and it just didn't work.
Yeah. This is even better than that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one of my favorites. The look on Yamcha's face is just priceless. He's like,
Yeah, that's a pretty famous scene.
But yeah, this is a great denial.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the equivalent of like getting like stuffed in basketball.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Gohan and Krillin, who are now closing in on the location, notice the huge blast from Vegeta's attack. Vegeta, a bit out of character here, assumes that the fight is over and that Goku has been defeated. We then see Goku, still alive, but lying on the rocks, barely alive. Well, he's not that bad, but he's pretty much done as far as fighting goes.
Yeah, he's about to get swatted by Mario, dude.
Mario?
Yeah. He's about to get paint swatted.
Goku says, I never thought that he'd counter attack that way. Boy, what a mistake that was. I only needed just a few more seconds and he would have been gone for good. Vegeta says, okay, that does it. I've given you too many chances. That was your last. Goku somehow manages to get to his feet, though he's still in no shape to fight. Vegeta says he's going to put Goku out of his misery. Vegeta then attempts to step on Goku, but Goku dodges, though not good enough as Vegeta smacks him into the rocks. And then Vegeta does step on Goku. His legs anyway, but it looks painful.
Yeah, it sounds painful too.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Goku confirms this as he begins to scream out in pain.
This is where we need to throw in a drop. As soon as I saw this scene, I'm sure it reminded you too, but this just completely reminded me of the Asian dude getting smashed with the car. Go ahead and cue up that sound right now.
That's much better than this.
It's very similar.
It is.
That's something I enjoyed a lot in like this saga in particular. Like this fight especially is like probably one of like the dirtiest like fights in the whole series.
Yeah.
You got like they're headbutting each other, legs are getting smashed and bones broken, and like I feel like it gets real toned down, especially in Super. Like all the fights, like sounds a little ridiculous to say that they're not as they're cleaner, but I like how this is just a dog fight.
Yeah.
You can really like sense his pain when he's getting crushed.
Cut back to Gohan and Krillin. Krillin says that it feels like someone's power is starting to fade. Gohan says that it's his dad. Okay, Goku's still screaming, and I found it to be a bit annoying. Vegeta,
What?
Goku's screaming.
You thought the screaming was annoying?
It started to get a little annoying.
I liked it. I thought I don't know, I just thought it was good voice acting.
Oh, I'm not saying that. I'm just...
I appreciated it. It sounded real. Like
You could feel his
I can
pain.
picture that. I could feel the pain, yeah.
Well, Sean Schimmel did pass out once, screaming as Goku.
Respect.
Vegeta sarcastically apologizes for stepping on Goku's legs. Vegeta says, I have to admit, you've been an interesting challenge, Kakarot, but in your heart, you must have known it would end this way. Goku says, I just can't believe this is it. It was great testing my abilities and all, but unless I do something fast, he'll overpower me. Vegeta then goes to squash Goku like a bug using one of his fingers. What was this?
I like it. It's dramatic, like
It was.
that's like it was a little too dramatic. I'm just going to poke him in his belly.
Yeah, I
It looked
guess. Yeah, it was funny, but what's the purpose?
I don't know.
Again, it seemed a bit out of character for Vegeta.
Yeah, it was ridiculous looking.
I don't know. I guess if I was like a giant ape and I was squashing something, I guess I'd make some fun out of it.
This would have been a good opportunity for just Goku to take a page out of Nappa's book and just rip off Vegeta's finger.
Yeah, that's true. They should make
And lick the blood.
They should make Great Ape a character in Fighters and have this as a move.
Yeah, it should be like Mortal Kombat, like fatality.
You don't even see like all you see is just like a finger come into the screen and fucking
Yeah. Finish him.
Goku out of nowhere fires an energy blast right into Vegeta's eye. That sucks.
Yep, and this is our sub versus dub right here. And it was getting late into the episode, and I didn't know if there was going to be one because there wasn't really anything too interesting in the subs, but this line definitely caught my attention. So, right as Goku's firing that last energy beam, he says, "That's what you call the weasel's last fart."
What? That's what he said that in the subs?
Yeah.
He didn't say anything in the dub.
I think he said something, didn't he? I think he said something like, "This is like all I got left," or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It was after he
Yeah.
shoots it, but I thought that was a funny expression of him saying that's all he's got left.
Is that like a
Might be
Japanese
some sort of
saying?
old folksy Japanese saying, yeah, probably. Probably something like if your Japanese grandpa would say.
Okay. So
But yeah, subs clearly wins that.
Okay, yeah, I see
you
what
can't
you're saying.
beat that. It's like the best last words ever.
FART.
FART.
Yeah, that one has to win. Even if it didn't, it still wins.
Unanimous.
Yep. Yeah, so Vegeta's in a lot of pain and probably very pissed.
Oh, obviously, this is another huge missed opportunity, too. They had the perfect chance to give Vegeta a cool eye patch that he could just rock for the rest of the series.
So he looks like a fucking pirate.
Nah, you could you'd be a badass with the eye patch. Like, fucking, like Big Boss, dude.
Yeah, but that's Big Boss.
Yeah, well, when did that? I guess that was late 80s. What came out first, Dragon Ball Z or Metal Gear?
The first one.
It's like right around the same
came
time,
out,
huh?
I want to say like maybe 87.
They're both late 80s.
Well, shit, I just had to drop that gimmick in this episode.
Yeah, he dropped it just one episode too soon.
God damn it.
But yeah, at the very least, they could have gave him like a cool scar.
And then he would have looked too much like Yamcha.
What, does Yamcha have a scar?
Yeah, that's like his only defining feature. The scars on his face.
Well, undefine it. Get rid of Yamcha, or
Get
just
rid
get
of
rid of Yamcha. Yeah.
I mean, they basically did in Super.
Almost. But when Yamcha was there, it was pretty amazing.
It was. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it could have been cool.
Are there any Saiyans with eye patches? There has to be.
Yeah, I'm sure. Probably someone in Bardock's crew.
Yeah, I feel like there is. I guess, I don't know. His eye was pretty fucked, but...
And in the subs, Vegeta even says, "How dare you scar my face?" But we don't even get a cool scar, so...
Well, maybe it healed.
I guess, yeah, when he gets in the whatever you call those things, the healing.
Yeah, that
fucking
fucking regeneration thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would make sense. It's like a giant tub of stem cells.
Yeah. Exactly.
I wonder if that would work.
I doubt it.
Submerge yourself in stem cells. A fighter should try that.
That would be expensive, I feel like.
Yeah, it would. I'm sure.
Floyd Mayweather can try it. Maybe
Yeah, I was going to say.
Baby hands will get healed.
Yeah. His, what did Connor say? His little pinhead?
Do your hands hurt in the cold?
Yeah. Oh, shit. I was going to say maybe some, like, Russian fighter can do it.
Mm-hmm. I like how, in the scene too, when Vegeta's squeezing Goku, it reminds me, you remember there's, like, little toys, the things you squeeze them in the eyeballs and, like, pop out? Yeah. That's Goku right now.
In this episode, in Abridged, whenever Vegeta's squeezing Goku, he's making like a squeaky toy. And Vegeta's like laughing the whole time, like just having fun with it.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I would want to have it when he's squeezing him and then drop the guy getting crushed by the cars.
That'd be good.
Yeah, make sure you throw that sound in the episode.
We haven't even got to that yet. Where are we?
We're right there.
Almost. When Goku shoots Vegeta in the eye, there wasn't exactly a point to it.
I think there was.
I mean, he didn't really stop anything. He just kind of briefly delayed him.
Yeah, that's all he's trying to do is buy time.
But he buy time for what? He doesn't know that.
He knows Yajirobe's got his sword and he's ready for the tag, dude.
Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot about Yajirobe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he doesn't know Gohan and Krillin are coming back, but yeah, I guess he does know Yajirobe's there.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess never mind then. Carry on.
Yeah.
Goku says, "I have no more power to defend myself against this monster. I hope it buys me some time." Vegeta is very angry, and he says, "Damn you. What have you done to my face, Kakarot? Now you're going to pay." Vegeta then grabs Goku and using both hands begins to squeeze him. More Goku screaming. Again, I didn't mind it, but just I'm also wearing headphones and Goku's high-pitched screaming got a little old. Yeah. But
I could do it. I want more screaming.
Thankfully.
I need to bring back the screaming.
Is there not enough screaming in Super?
Not enough screaming. It's not the right screaming. I need like the agony screaming.
Yeah. But thankfully, Mr. Narrator comes in to save me. And the end.
Yep. The end. What do you think? I thought
It's very different. I don't know what it was. Something different about it.
Yeah, to me, it's just a really solid fight. It's like one of the best fight scenes in the whole series. Super gritty and fucking dirty and awesome.
There wasn't a whole lot of fighting in this episode, though.
Yeah, but you like I love the solar flare and the getting the eye blasted out and Vegeta crushing his legs. Like there wasn't a whole lot of fighting, but like the fight moments were pretty amazing.
That's true.
Extra ultra violent.
No, it was a good episode. I'm glad there wasn't as much dialogue. That's like the last episode.
Yeah, there's even like too much dialogue in the dub. I wish there was a little less dialogue, especially between Krillin and Gohan. I could have done without all of that.
Yeah.
But I want another solid episode.
Yeah, it was good.
It's back when I used to know how to end sagas, dude.
This is 32, so what is it? 5 more episodes?
Yeah, something like that. Like 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm already looking forward to all that fucking filler after this saga, in between this and the Namek saga.
with Popo and
Goku, spaceships and
Goku afraid of needles and space pirates and
gonna be
fake
fun.
Namek.
It's gonna be Snake Way all over again.
It's not that bad. At least stuff happens.
That's true. We don't have any Hiffle to look forward to, though.
No, we don't. We have, I don't know, fake Namek to look forward to.
Fake Namek. I still I can barely remember. I remember you brought that up.
Yeah.
Kind of recently, but I'm looking forward to
It'll
it.
come back to you
Got
when you
anything
see
else?
it. No, not really.
Boom. Let's wrap this shit up. It was a long one.
Yeah, it was. Follow us on Twitter at DBDpod, Facebook, same name. We're on all of your favorite podcast apps. Download, rate, review, subscribe, and as always,
tune in next time for another exciting episode of the Dragon Balls Deep Podcast.